whole thing with Venezuela is so very telling, because Venezuela is the Western Hemisphere capital of this whole network. And so you pressure Maduro and you pressure Venezuela, you're actually pressuring London and, to a lesser extent, the Chinese and everybody else about, you know, what is going to come into our country and what actually is, we get to determine, and the president gets to determine what is a hostile actor. See, my biggest problem, and this is a real big problem for me, and I don't care what anybody says. Most of the people who are now all of a sudden newly minted experts on UNCLOS, the Universal
Okay.
Law of the Sea, right, which has been put out there by the typical, helped along by Rand Paul and all these other people, about what is, and what the president can and cannot do in international waters. Pretty much anything he wants. Pretty much anything he
Yeah.
wants.
I mean,
And
these
Congress
boats
doesn't have.
weren't, they didn't have, they weren't bearing a flag of a foreign country. Uh,
Right.
they didn't yield, so
Right.
you can assume they're
So, and
pirates.
there and when I look at a speedboat that's got six big freaking Yamaha outriggers on it, and I'm sorry, that's not a fishing boat. I don't care what you say. At the end of the day, men don't get periods, and those guys aren't fishermen. And that's that. And if they are fishermen, well, they may not want to make themselves look like cartel boats. You could, I'm sorry, I just don't buy it. It's all just nonsense, and we all know it. So when you have a crisis in your home country where more people are dying from drug overdoses on a yearly basis than we lost in the American Civil War on a yearly basis, which was the bloodiest conflict we ever involved in on an annualized per capita basis, we have a problem. And the president has every goddamn right to go out there and blow up people that are doing it. And I'm just not going to feel bad about that. Okay. Like, there comes a point when, I get to defend my home, right? Do we believe in Castle Doctrine or do we not believe in Castle Doctrine? When the libertarian in the Senate, Rand Paul, can't understand the basics of Castle Doctrine at a national level, he's not fit for the friggin' office that he holds. Period.